If Lee Evans hadn't have dropped a touchdown pass at the end of last year's AFC Championship game, the Baltimore Ravens and not the New England Patriots would have represented the AFC in the Super Bowl. As we all know, though, that did not happen. Lee Evans did drop that pass. He's since been dropped from the team, and the Ravens suffered a heartbreaking defeat. That loss was especially tough when you consider that Ray Lewis and Ed Reed, two stalwarts of that defense for a long time, nearing the end of their careers. Who knows how many shots they'll have left. They are both back this year to lead that defense. However, the Ravens were dealt a real blow in April with news that linebacker Terrell Suggs, last year's NFL Defensive Player of the Year, had hurt his Achilles. He'll miss most, if not all, of this season. That really hurts a defense that was top 5 last year in literally every major statistical category. That defense does carry this team. It has been the identity of this team for years, really as long as Ray Lewis has been there. But the offense has been coming on in recent years. They're serviceable on offense. They have a bona fide star in Ray Rice at running back. And a lot of people think they have a developing star in Joe Flacco. It's interesting. Last year, during the year, Flacco was catching heat. A lot of people thought he wasn't the man for the job, wasn't a future franchise quarterback. A lot of people thought the Ravens won in spite of him. But after an excellent performance in the AFC Championship game, despite that loss, it was certainly not Joe Flacco's fault. After that performance, most people seem to be right back on that Joe Flacco bandwagon. He's been being talked about as a future star of the league. Count me as one who's not quite convinced about Joe Flacco just yet. I still think if the Ravens are going to win this year, it's going to be with that defense, and it's going to be with Ray Rice and Joe Flacco not making mistakes. Now, no doubt in coming years, they might have to transition to become more of a pass-first team once Lewis and Reed and Terrell Suggs and guys like that leave that defense and the defense declines a little bit, assuming that will happen. But for now, that defense, even without Suggs, should be stout. Again, as I said, Ray Rice, one of the best running backs in the league, and the Ravens can hang their hat on that. Now, as I said, they are one of the favorites in the AFC. Vegas currently has them at 14-1 to win the Super Bowl. You can get them at 22-1 on BETDAQ, which is a pretty good number for this team. Again, this team was a drop pass last year away from playing in the Super Bowl. A lot of their players, like Joe Flacco, like Ray Rice, are young and up and coming and still getting better, still on the upside of their career. So 22-1 for a team like that, not too bad. Hey, maybe worth a bet.